Hey up viewer, it's partially shaved cricket monkey James Peck here and welcome to Wheatley TV. Before I go any further, I'd like to put on record my profound thanks to Jimmy Nixon and Wayne Ellis for all their work last weekend to provide you guys with some content. I think it was originally billed as a match day vlog, but that's half an hour of cricket highlights to me, and Jimmy Nixon's commentary, I could listen to his dulcet tones all day. So it's a level of dedication to the club that neither of those gentlemen really needed to show, bearing in mind what they do already, but thank you to them, and I'm afraid you're going to have to put up with me this week. So we're in South Yorkshire again at Anston CC, one of the real big boys of the Bassetlaw League. They got 4 senior men's sides out on a Saturday, they've got women's set up, they've got junior set up, they've even got 2 Sunday teams. How's that done? But yeah, they're a massive club, and their batting lineup, having a look at it just before I started here, is positively bristling with runs. And it was anyway, but they also felt the need to add Anuk Fernando to proceedings, who has been pulling up trees for Mansfield Hosiery Mills in recent seasons, and he's considered by many to be arguably the best bat in the Bassetlaw League. And Wheatley will have a target on his back along with the rest of the top order. It's tens of thousands of Bassetlaw League runs, but Wheatley find themselves in 3rd position in the Bassetlaw District League after a run of fantastic results, including last week's thumping win against Cuckney, another real big boy of the sides. So Eddie's won the toss, Wheatley are batting on this glorious spring day, and Anston are taking the field now. Little and large in for Wheatley opening the batting, Tom Waterfield and Jamie Sizer. So Mr Fernando will be opening the bowling for Anston at this top end, Jamie Sizer to face first. Good leave from Jamie. It's a no ball. Wheatley off the mark. Oh. Slips like that. Shot by Jamie. Out to deep point, and those are the first runs off the bat. Oh, Jamie nibbled at that one. Oh, and again, Jamie's a bit wafty outside off stump here. Oh, Jamie's played it down. I think that's going to go for 4. That's first boundary for Wheatley. Oh, and that's a lifter. Well, while Wheatley find themselves 3rd in the table, Anston find themselves in 9th, which I have to say is a bit of a false position. Solidly in behind it is Tom. Yeah, their last 3 matches have been rained off without a ball being bowled, so they'll be kind of essentially a month off cricket, these chaps, so they'll be absolutely itching to get their season going here. This is going to be close. Actually, it's pretty comfy in the end. Oof, a bit of a toe crusher there, but well dug out by Jamie. Another full one, and that's taken. So that wicket was last ball of the over. Munch has come to join Tom. Another solid defensive shot from Tom, who was flirting with the idea of pulling that for 4. Scores 7 for 1, and we're in the 3rd over. Tom does go for a...
Go ball, go ball.
I think we're okay, toppers. Yeah, that's 4 runs.
Lucky, mate. Lucky.
First boundary for Tom. So immediately after that shot, we've got a fine leg put in, and the keeper's standing up. Tempter outside off stump. Munch about to face his first ball from Anuk Fernando. Huge appeal that's been turned down. This is amazing bowling from Mr. Fernando. At the end of the over, the score's 12 for 1 and 4 overs gone. That's been absolutely nailed by Tom. 4 runs. Sorry for the wonk. Oh, it's a fish, but Tom's just going to nick a single there. Oh, that's the shot he should have played. Shot for none. Oh, and he's bowled him, and Tom goes. After promising start there from Tom, Mr. Fernando is working his way through this top order of Wheatley. Well, using a healthy dose of British understatement, yeah, he's a useful cricketer. I understand he's played some Sri Lanka A cricket, and as you can see from this start from him in particular, it's a class act. Wheatley are going to have to be on their game to counteract this. Luke Tong in at 4 for Wheatley. The score's 17 for 2. Close. Oh, it's a vicious bouncer. It lifted off a length, and in the end, Munch played it very well. Oh, and Tongy takes one on the body now. Oh, great bowling. I'll be interested to see Mr. Fernando's figures in a bit, because I can't recall any runs coming off the bat. If you don't want to spoil the result for yourself as well, click on the Play Cricket link I'm going to put in the description of this video. Click on his figures and you'll see they're pretty eye-watering. Huge shout, and it's been given. Munch goes. The score's 20 for 3, and we're in the 9th over, I think. So, just the man you want coming in at a crisis is Johnny Loads. Wheatley have got to get something together here. They've been completely flummoxed by a quite brilliant opening spell of bowling. Johnny Loads facing his first ball. Another big shout, and lots of hands on heads, but nothing doing. Oh, wafty shot by Tongy. Going to try and get after this chap, I imagine, because they cannot get Anuk Fernando off the square at the moment. Again, this is great bowling. Lovely shot. That's only going to be one. And Wheatley are being tied down here by a really, really good opening spell. Oh, there's a bit of an inside edge on that one. But again, top quality bowling. Lovely shot by Tongy for no run. Lovely shot by Tongy, that's only going to be one. Takes the score on to 24 for 3. 10 overs gone. Oh. Well, I almost missed that. I think I did miss it at the end, but Johnny's just flicked that for 4 through mid-wicket. Lovely shot. Dug out by Johnny, but this could be close.
Hey, come on, boys. Forget it. Look.
So there's a change of bowling. I think they're keeping Mr. Fernando back for a few overs later on, which will be a relief to Luke and Johnny, I think. Oh, that's gone straight up in the air. And Johnny goes, and that's a huge wicket. So the score's 29 for 4 off 13 overs, and Wheatley just simply haven't been able to get anything going because they haven't been allowed to by a really solid opening bowling display. Toppers with a solid shot off his first ball. Shot by Tongi. That's only going to be one. Oh, blocked out there by Toppers. Oh, lovely shot by Tongi for what has turned out to be a very rare boundary. Not entirely sure if you can see that, but it's 34 for 4, 15 gone. Got bowled. Oh, and again. Wheatley looking for some light relief from these change bowlers, haven't found it yet. But then Toppers has just hit that for a one bounce 4 over mid-on. Fantastic shot. Oh, and he's followed it up with an absolute jaffer. Lovely bowling and a stare. We've got a change in bowling at the top end. A nice smell spin here. That's more the pace that we like. Oh, it's been given. So we've got Eddie Toffs coming in. Wheatley are 38 for 5, and we need Eddie to dig us out of this. We've got opening bat Tom Waterfield here with us. How you doing, Tom?
Good, thanks. You, Becky?
Not bad, mate. What was it like facing Mr. Fernando then?
A bit eye-opening after the other opening bowlers we've faced all year. He's obviously played a good standard, hasn't he?
He has.
To be fair, he's been hyped up a lot in the last week, as we're all aware. But just the skill, changing it up, rolling his fingers down the ball hard to pick, and then obviously the movement off the seam made it very difficult on a green deck like this. But
indeed, but it's good to test yourself against someone like that.
100%. No, we're playing against as good a players as we possibly can. But yeah, that ball was good enough for me.
Oh, and that's Eddie's first ball. Been steered down to short third man for a quick single. So it's drinks, and Wheatley have quite a bit of work to do here. 39 for 5, 18 overs gone. It's been frightfully rude of me, but I haven't filled you in on the team news because I wasn't here last week. I'm not entirely sure. I can't really remember the team from last week, but all we know is that Mad Dog fans and Callum Harrison fans, I hope you're sitting down. They can't get in the first team at the moment. Rob Huntershaw's form, and along with John O'Ellis and his superb bowling last week, mean that those two are in the twos today. The strongest two side I think I've seen put out for quite a while. And Eddie and Toppers here at Anston really need to put something together here. Oh. He flicks that down behind square on the leg side and gets a single. That's a fuller ball, it's been edged, and Toppers goes. Good bowling. Well, I feel like I've said this before this season, but Wheatley are 40 for 6. So another wicket at the end of the over. Eddie's been joined by Cal Rutherford, and yeah, some batting to do. Eddie's launched that over the top of mid-off for 4. Mid-off's just hanging back now after that shot. Oh, is that gone? And it has. Eddie's walking. 44 for 7. Well, this is a truly superb bowling performance from these Anston players. They've not given Wheatley anything at all, and it's very much reflected in the score. Ladies and gentlemen, in the Massey Ferguson corner, Rob Hunter Shaw. That's Rob's first ball. And circling underneath it, the fielder. And they've scampered back for 2. Edged and gone, and Rob's gone second ball, and this is a proper collapse. Well, after turning the course of 2 matches single-handedly in the last 2 weeks, I think it was probably a bit too much to ask Rob to do it again. So John O'Ellis joins Callum Rutherford, who hasn't faced a ball yet. 20 overs gone, 46 for 8. Oh, this is just great bowling. It's absolutely drilled to mid-off for no run by Cal. It's been punched out, and they're going to nick a single, bounce just in front of mid-off. Well, I've had the unmitigated pleasure to play alongside John O in quite a few matches, and he can bat, but this is really going to test his abilities here. It's been edged down to third man for another single. John O off the mark. Drill back, and that is a brilliant take. Well, that was a great grab, and Jono goes. Wheatley haven't reached 50 yet, 48 for 9. Oh dear. So Henry's joined Cal, and I'm trying to get half an hour of highlights out of this match, and it's not happening, is it, Tongy? That's just been nurdled around the corner. Right, Henry, let's see if that's leg pies or not. No, he's got something on that. And it's 49 for 9. Oh, gosh. Bit of pop there. I wouldn't mind bowling on this track. Well, as a fellow number 11, I feel for Henry here, because Mr. Fernando's coming back on to, hopefully from their point of view, polish off this rather insipid batting performance from Wheatley. But to be fair to us, just not been given an opportunity at any stage to get away with things. And Anston have been all over us from the first over. 3 slips and a gully. Huge appeal. That looked like it was going down. Solid from Henry. Oh, that's a bit too good for Henry, that one. What a shot from Henry for no run. It's gone out to point. Oh, lovely bowling. Oh gosh, that was close to everything. So big Cal facing this left arm tweaker. Solidly in behind it. No run. Quicker ball, punched out to long on for a single, and the 50 is up for Wheatley. Yay! Oh, a big sweep across the line, but it's been turned down. Shot by Henry. Squirted that out down to wide third man for 2. Oh, and that's how you polish off the tail. So, Wheatley 58 all out in the 25th over. We didn't even get halfway through our overs. Brilliant bowling display from Anston. Hats off to them. So, the Anston openers are out, and 58 might seem like a paltry total at first, second and 37th glance, but you've got to remember there are 4 factors at play here. 1, cricket. 2, Wheatley. 3, the oppo. And 4, your friend and mine, physics. And as long as those 4 things, 4 elements I suppose you should say, are in play, then, well, anything can happen. Big Carl Rutherford opening the bowling for Wheatley. Great start. Need a bit more of that. First runs off the bat for Anston. Oh, and there's nearly a mix-up there. These low totals can be awkward to chase sometimes. Yeah, that's right. That's Mr. Fernando opening the batting and the bowling today. Talented chap. Bowling from Cal. That is an absolutely unbelievable flowing cover drive. 4 runs. Well, with such a low total on the board, Eddie's gone with Alex Menshausen to open the bowling at the far end, and I think that's the right thing to do. Well, I would say that. I'm a spinner, aren't I? Oh, that's short. Pulled away for 4. Quicker delivery using the trampoline style bounce at this end. It's a good effect there. Big shot again, and that's another 4. More flight this time. That's gone over Jamie's head for another 4. So the score's 18 without loss, and we're into 3rd over. Oh, nicely bowled by Cal. Oh, and again, really lovely stuff. Oh, nearly taken by Cal in his follow through. Good effort. He rolled his fingers over the top of that one. Good bowling. Oh, that's very nicely bowled by Munch. Flatter and to stretch for that one did Mr. Fernando. It's gone out for a single. Raise the score on to 19. Oh, and again nicely bowled by Munch. Oh, what an effort by Jamie Sizer. If anyone in this team could have caught that, it would have been Jamie, but oh, I heard that from here. Good effort. Huge appeal, and it's been turned down. Flips out to mid-wicket for no run, and a really good over from Cal. So the score's 23 for none, 4 overs down. Munch continuing at this top end. Bit uppish, but safe enough from a single. That's been slammed. That's 6 runs. Lovely shot. And again. And another 6. It's more like it from Munch, bringing him forward. That's 4 runs. Delightful straight drive / cover drive. So after that flurry of boundaries from the last over, Anston find themselves on 41. Taken at second slip by Tom Waterfield, and that's thoroughly deserved for Cal. He's bowled really well. So Wheatley take one with them, and it's 41 for 1. Oh, that's a pretty decent nut first up from Cal. Oh, and again from Cal, beats the outside edge. Great over. So John O'Ellis coming on for Munch at this top end. Last time Jono played against Mr. Fernando, he got him out. Caught behind by Mad Dog, stood up by all accounts. Let's see what he can do. He hasn't got many runs to play with. Fewer now. Fantastic lofted cover drive for 4. Score races on to 46 for 1. Shorter ball. Brilliantly stopped by Eddie. He's going to get it back in, but not before Anston could get 2 more runs. They're on 48, and they've got 11 more runs to get until they win. Anston need 9. Nice bowling from Jono. Lovely stuff again from Cal. Not changing his approach here at all. Just keeping it really nice and full and getting it to nibble away off the seam on this another green one we're playing on, thanks to all the recent rain. Wow. That has been languidly larruped for 6. Three more to win. That's a towering 6 and a very appropriate way to win. Wheatley have been utterly pulverised by Anston here. Hats off to them, completely outplayed us. Helped enormously by a very adroit bowling display first up, led by, I think, the incomparable Anuk Fernando. Well, the match started at noon. I'm looking at my watch now and it's just after 2:30. And that just shows how comprehensive a victory that was for Anston. They'll hope that they can really kick-start their season now. So as we're taking in a pint at the end of a chastening day, we've got Wheatley coach Paul Knight with us. Paul, your thoughts on today?
Well, beautiful day to have sunshine. Cricket was not the winner from our point of view, and only probably from Anston's point of view. First day of sunshine, first day of summer, we decided that we need clouds and rain to play good cricket. So, very hard one to call. We won the toss and elected to bat, feeling that we were a setting team rather than a chasing team, and they bowled extremely well.
Wheatley go back to North Notts with their tail between their legs somewhat, and well, hopefully can bring it back all around for Notts and Arnold next weekend at the Wheatley Oval, who have their very own incredibly talented Sri Lankan, Dilhan Kure, waiting for us. So that'll be another great watch. But until then, lovely to have you with us here in South Yorkshire. Alt best.